Hello friends, this is a pretty short video. I just want to discuss with you what tips I have in making your model related to the desktop. Sure, you've got this confined space within the computer, this tight space right here, but go outside of it. Make full use of what I'm giving you. I've made the external walls quite flat, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can add pipes, you can add ladders. I've got some really quick examples here of what I've made. So you see I've got like a ladder coming up on the side here with some flooring that connects to the main piece in the center of the desktop. And I also got some pipes, or rather some roads from this city design where the roads climb up through the middle and exit through the sides, and you've got water pouring out from the back and in the front. It doesn't have to be left as is. You can break it and split it off as much as you like. As you'll see, for example, I have this big chunk on the top left, but in this piece, I also included a piece that's kind of flying out more towards the front. I've removed more pieces on the right-hand side, and also in this one, the top left is completely gone to make space for my little story here of a dragon burning a bush. So effectively, just make full use of this model and break it up if you want. The viewing angle, the focal point, doesn't have to always be the same. I've centered most of mine that I'll be providing you here as examples. They're all mostly centered, so you can just view it from this specific angle. But you don't have to do that. You can choose different angles, and you can choose different composition styles. In this piece here, the character is dead in the center, and that's what I've gravitated your eye towards. There's a lot of light sources that kind of exist around it, but you don't have to keep it within this space. If you want, you can have a model of a character sitting up top and fishing into the water with an ocean in the center spilling out into the world. There's also other things you can put, like this little character on the bottom here, and you can make full use to have your story being told. Your story can be told elsewhere. Like I have these little slimes at the bottom here on the keyboard. Don't worry about it. All I care for is that you express the game that you're referencing into the whole thing, if you want. As you'll notice, this one here is very flat. This game is very flat on, and I don't make complete use of the desktop by going in the back or on the sides or anything like that, but that changes depending on which one I'm working with. This one here, I wrap all the way around to the back. And with this one here, I build piping that cuts through the back of the desktop. Again, don't fret too much about what's showing on the monitor. You're gonna notice there's this piece, which is the desktop monitor. You don't have to use it. You can get rid of it if you like. I've kept it there. Every single test model I've provided you will have it. You can hide it if you're in your cubicle. You can delete it outright if you're in MagicaVoxel. Don't worry about it. That's just left there if you want to use some sort of context for the piece. Whatever theme you're working with, if it has robotics in it, you want to make use of piping, electronic, robotic elements. If it's a puzzle game, maybe the desktop itself is part of the puzzle. You're gonna notice that I've actually done that in this piece here, where I started breaking in these pieces, like these tetronyms exist in the backing of the desktop. You can go harder into it in elements like that. Just make full use of it. Incorporate the reference into the desktop. The purpose of this challenge is just to have fun and build your own little game within a desktop. Ideally, I'd like for there to be a story being told, whether it's escaping or if it's entering the desktop in the format of the game. Like if it's an adventure game, they're adventuring into the desktop or trying to escape the desktop. You know, kind of that kind of thing. Just I want to see what story you tell through your game reference. I'm just excited. That is everything I have to say. I hope you have fun. I'm very excited to judge and see what you all make.